Joining me now on set is California Congresswoman and chair of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, Nanette Barragán. She endorsed Vice President Harris yesterday. Congresswoman, thank you so much for being here on set. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Great to see you. Let me get your reaction, please, to these developments. You have endorsed, obviously, the Vice President. You were able to speak with her. What was your message to her? What did she say to you?
Well, she was calling to tell me that she's in this race, that she's running, that she's ready to win and ready to earn the nomination, which I thought was really important to hear from her. Of course, I'm a big fan and supporter of hers, and so I told her I was all in and ready to get to work, continuing the work that I had started with President Biden. I will say it was a very, very sad day. There was a lot of crying and tears involved, not just me, amongst colleagues and people who really love the president. So having heard from the Vice President yesterday, of course, was great, and it was an ability for us to get fired up. And we saw, of course, the response across the country, the response from our colleagues that are energized and happy that she's in this race.
You know, when you look at the polls, she matches up very similarly to President Biden against former President Trump. Her favorability ratings in some polls are even a little lower. Why do you think she would be stronger against former President Trump, and why should Democrats have confidence that she will be?
Well, there was actually just polling done last week amongst Latino voters, and what we've found, what we've seen is that people don't know her. She needs to be reintroduced. She needs to be out there. People need to learn about what she's done and what she's doing. And when they hear that she's been at the forefront of women on women's reproductive rights, her numbers go up. When they hear about her past, whether it's as a senator, as an AG, all of those have been good. But this is an opportunity for us to make sure we're reintroducing her. People know what she has done, what she's doing. And we saw that in that polling data that there was a huge room for improvement amongst Latino voters. So I think this is a great opportunity. Now, the Congressional Hispanic Caucus was on the road with her in Houston, Texas, where we had an opportunity to do an event there. We saw the response, very warm, very welcoming. So I think that could be the case across the country.
Let me follow up with you on that point, because the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, which you chair, endorsed President Biden. Do you anticipate the caucus will now endorse Vice President Harris? So
last night, the political arm of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, which is BOLPAC, did endorse and did put out that statement last night. The Hispanic Caucus is on board, the CBC is on board, KPAC is on board, Elect Democratic Women tomorrow are doing a press conference. This is really uniting, I think, our base, our country, and even here in Washington. It's great to see.
I have to ask you a similar question I just asked Senator Durbin, which is, do you think President Biden made this decision in enough time to change the contours of this race? You've seen, obviously, what the battleground states look like. The fact that former President Trump does, in some states, have a lead that in states that President Biden carried in 2020. Did the president make this decision in time?
Well, I was with the president from day one, and I just came back, was with him in Nevada in his last swing, and going out there and talking about the record. The vice president has been on the road. She has been campaigning so this is a continuation of that. And we just got to make sure people know now that the focus is on her, what her record is, what she has done. And you got to remember, she's been a partner with this president. This is the Biden-Harris administration, and every positive that we're talking about, whether it's the infrastructure bill, whether it's the expansion of veteran health care, whether it's the fight against to make sure we're restoring Roe versus Wade, has been her fight too. So I think this is a continuation. Look, we all got to stop worrying. We got to move on, and we got to get to work, because we got to win.
As you say, she's running on the Biden-Harris agenda and record. And as you know, Republicans have been attacking the administration's record, arguing that people are not feeling as though the economy is getting better, even though inflation has come down, arguing that illegal border crossings are still too high. She was in charge of the root causes of migration. They would say not enough has been done. How is she going to answer that criticism, both on the economy and the border?
Well, Republicans have no problem when their infrastructure money is being rolled out to show up and say, hey, and take credit for something they didn't even vote for. So, you know, there's many things that the administration have done that Republicans are even taking credit for, and there's other things that they're going to continue to attack on. You mentioned the border. Yeah. You know, the media and a lot of people outside of Washington as well have called her the border czar. She was never the border czar. That is totally false. She was in charge of addressing root causes of migration, more of a foreign policy issue. And by the way, nobody's done very well with that in the past. And it was the Northern Triangle countries. The changes of migration, the patterns have changed as well, and people haven't been talking about that.
Do you think there's more that she could have done? I understand, and I didn't use that term, to be fair.
I know, I just want to make sure to clear up.
No, it's a fair point. But do you think there's more she could have done? Should she have spent more time at the border? Should she have put this in the spotlight, held more press conferences around this issue, for example?
Well, I think that she has been very busy on many things, and I can tell you because part of that has been working with the Hispanic Caucus, even conducting the first ever by Vice President a Latino roundtable on small business owners and those in that space. So she's been doing a lot. Maybe it hasn't been covered by the media as much. Maybe it hasn't been as exciting for the media, but she has been doing a lot, and she's been on the road. She's going to be doing more now than ever, and you're going to be seeing her. Why? Because that's where the coverage has been. So we have to give her that space to go out, introduce herself, reintroduce herself, I should say, and making sure people are focusing on what she's done and what she's doing.
Very quickly, if she does win the nomination and she picks a running mate, who would you like to see on that ticket with her?
You know, I think the vice president, I trust her judgment. I know that she's looking at who the best option is going to be for her to run this country and to be her vice president. And so I'm looking forward to seeing who that might be.
All right, Congresswoman Barragán, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.